going to give you an overview of both exciting faculties today, but if you'd like to learn more, visit bond.edu.au/study in Australia to get in touch with us and, of course, enter the draw to win a $1,000 Best Buy voucher. First up, it's time to get down to business. The Bond Business School is among the top 2% of business schools worldwide and offers a range of business, commerce, actuarial science, data analytics, hotel and tourism, and sport management programs at the undergraduate and postgraduate level. To show us around the faculty, current Bachelor of Commerce student Joshua is going to tell us all about the Bond Business School.
Hi there, my name's Josh. I'm studying a Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Laws at Bond University. And today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Bond Business School. Accredited by the AACSB and Equus, the Bond Business School is among the top 2% of business schools worldwide. We offer a range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs across Actuarial Science, Data Analytics, Business and Commerce, Hotel and Tourism, and Sport Management. At an undergraduate level, every single Bond Business School student is welcomed into a mentoring program, which supports them through the transition to university. Every student has access to the Business Commons, a dedicated space for students to meet and study, as well as the Transformer, a fee-free entrepreneurship program. One of our study areas is Actuarial Science. Bond offers the only fully accredited Actuarial Science program in Queensland, and one of only 7 in Australia. They learn from internationally recognised academics and have opportunities to put their skills into practice from day one. Students have 24/7 access to the state-of-the-art Bond FinTech Hub, which features 40 Bloomberg terminals and live-streamed financial market data. The FinTech Hub has a dedicated supervisor who is able to provide training to all students as well as our alumni. The Bond Business School is also home to the Centre for Data Analytics, bringing together researchers, top students and businesses to collaborate on real-world problems. In today's commercial industries, skills in data analytics are highly sought after. At Bond, our data analytics programs are designed to prepare students for a future where big data, machine learning and artificial intelligence will be fully integrated into the business environment. Bond offers a wide range of programs in business and commerce, with the opportunity for students to specialise in the majors and minors, including entrepreneurship and innovation, international business management, marketing, tourism management, accounting, actuarial science, big data, economics and finance. In addition, our hotel and tourism management programs prepare students for a global career, led by teachers who bring a wealth of international, academic and industry experience to the classroom. Programs in sport management are available at an undergraduate and postgraduate level, delivered by experts in sport management, marketing, law, business and public relations. Students are immersed in the industry from day one, gaining industry experience and networking opportunities through work placements. Bond has connections with national and international sporting organisations, including the World Surf League and the Australian Olympic Committee. The Bond Business School student community is incredibly diverse and welcoming. Among Australians and Canadians, you will form a valuable global network of peers, academics and industry leaders. I hope to welcome you to the Bond Business School soon.
I can't believe the range of business study areas on offer. How exciting is that? I am so tempted to come back to Bond and study again. I think I'd do a postgrad degree, but I don't even know what I'd study yet. But first, we're going to speak to an academic from the Bond Business School who also happens to have a very Canadian connection. Perfect for today. Welcome, Colette. Now, I heard you've spent a lot of time in Canada. Is that right?
Well, people can probably tell from my accent that I was born and raised in Canada. So I grew up in Kitchener-Waterloo, and I studied human physiology at McGill and molecular biology and genetics at Guelph, where I met my lovely partner. And when our kids were 1 and 3, we moved to the US for about 7 years. So our children kind of grew up Americans, but then we moved back to Canada so they were able to do their high school years in Canada, and they're both graduates of Western University in Canada, and they're also both graduates of Bond University.
You have studied such a diverse range of things. You're a bit like me. I have no idea what I'd do next.
Well, I did my MBA when we were in the US, and then we wanted to go back to Canada, so I did my PhD at Western in business. And so then when we made the move here as a family to Bond, it was pretty great.
So epic. Now, having worked at a business school in Canada, how does it differ here?
Well, I don't know if it's true for all of Australia because I think might be different in Sydney and Melbourne, but definitely in Queensland, it's more casual here. So when I was teaching at the Ivy Business School in Canada, I always wore a black or pinstripe suit, and this is what I wear when I'm teaching at Bond. So I have color in my wardrobe now, and I usually wear sleeveless dresses. I did wear suits my first semester here, which was the winter, so that was fine, but then when the summer semester came around, I couldn't be wearing these big black and gray suits. So,
Australians are casual.
yeah,
We're
so it's
very casual.
definitely more casual. And also, I heard some people earlier speak about the work-life balance, and I'd say Australians don't feel guilty about taking vacations or taking weekends off, and you don't need to be a workaholic to be successful here. So it's a pretty great difference.
I feel like I'm really lucky right now. So what is the benefit of studying business at Bond as an international student compared to the more traditional pathway of studying, say, in Canada?
Well, definitely in Australia, but even more so at Bond, you can do all of your degrees more quickly here. So traditionally in Canada, a business student would do a 4-year honors undergrad, whereas in Australia, you would do a 3-year degree. Very few students go on for the honors year. Here at Bond, you can do a 2-year. So you could come to Bond and in 2 years do your undergrad, stay an extra year, do a Master of Finance, and in 3 years you've got a master's and an undergraduate degree, whereas you would still be an undergrad in Canada. So the accelerated pathway is definitely quicker. And then at the PhD level, for example, doing your PhD in the US or Canada is a minimum of 4 years. Probably 5 is more realistic, whereas here it's more of a 3-year, 4-year at the absolute most.
I think I was 19 or 20 when I graduated, so I think I can definitely come back and study some more.
I think so
I think I need to. What surprised you most about joining Bond and the Gold Coast lifestyle?
So being able to swim outdoors all year round was really big for me. So Bond, you've seen on the tours. It's absolutely beautiful campus. We're a small university, less than 4,000 students, but we have a 50-meter outdoor pool. We also have a 25-meter indoor pool as well. So one night I was doing some backstroke in the pool, looking up at the stars, thinking like, how great is this? Because I think it was February, which is, can be pretty cold in Canada. And then all of a sudden I started seeing fireworks going on.
No
And I
way.
thought, so all the Bondies know that our Vice Chancellor likes fireworks too. So our Bond Open Day is really different from the rest of the country because ours is in the evening and we have fireworks. And then when we have our alumni events once a year, there's always fireworks too. And these are really great fireworks over the lake. So
I love the open days. I've
Yeah.
been to all of them, even if it's not relevant, I'll go to the open day. So we've seen obviously so many facilities through all the little packages today. How can students really take advantage? What would you say to them?
Well, Josh had already given a tour of the new FinTech hub. In that, we've got 40 Bloomberg terminals, so more than any other business school in Australia.
Wow.
Unparalleled access. Most business schools would have 1 or 2. Certain business schools in Australia, who I won't name, don't actually let the students touch them. Whereas here, we've got free classes every Friday, so we've got a dedicated manager who's going to help you get up to speed on that. So that's pretty great. We've just, you saw the data analytics building that just opened as well. We've got the commercialization center. We've got the transformer.
There's so many things.
The facilities are beautiful, but really the advantages are the mission statement of the business school is building tomorrow's business leaders one by one.
On that note, do you have any advice for the Canadian students who might like to visit here?
Just do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
You've sold. You're the best person ever. Thank you so much, Colette. I've really, really enjoyed chatting with you today.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Now over to our next faculty, the Faculty of Society and Design. Known as one of the most eclectic faculties in the world, this is also Bond's largest faculty. From architecture to project management, journalism to film and television, there is just so much to explore here. So let's get into it. First, film and television student Hilary Chua from Vancouver Island is going to show us around the faculty. Then we'll be speaking to Executive Dean Professor Derek Carson live in the studio. Over to you, Hilary.
Welcome to the Faculty of Society and Design. I'm Hilary, a Bachelor of Film and Television student here at Bond. I'm originally from Vancouver Island, where I attended Brentwood College School before moving to the Gold Coast. As a Canadian Bondie, I wanted to tell you all about the Faculty of Society and Design. Let's get started. The Faculty of Society and Design at Bond University is among the most exciting and interesting faculties in Australia. There's a huge range of study areas that students can explore, with world-class academics and staff and amazing opportunities to apply your learning in a real-life setting. The faculty has a practical focus, with an award-winning Model UN program with global negotiations and opportunities in international relations degrees, a psychology teaching clinic where student interns provide services to the community, and high-tech labs for multimedia, gaming, and film and television. As a film and television student, I'm lucky to be studying in a Hollywood hotspot here on the Gold Coast, where blockbusters like Godzilla vs. Kong, Aquaman, Thor Ragnarok, and Dora and the Lost City of Gold have recently been filmed. Bond students have gone on to work in the industry all around the world. We have access to the same equipment that big production companies are using in the industry, and almost every subject has a practical component embedded into the curriculum. There are great internship and career opportunities available. We've had Bond film and television students working on live broadcasts like Big Brother, the Commonwealth Games, and even on shows over in Los Angeles. In addition, the faculty has an exclusive partnership with Screen Queensland, housing the Creative Hub on campus. Students have the opportunity to undertake internships with industry professionals for academic credit. Bond's broad range of communication and creative media degrees helps students realize their ambitions. You can tailor your studies to focus on journalism, digital media, social media, marketing, advertising, and public relations, or keep your options open with a broad-based communications degree. The faculty is home to the Obedience School of Architecture, delivering undergraduate and postgraduate programs in architecture. Students have exclusive access to collaborative design studios, reading and resource rooms, an atelier, as well as impressive exhibition and event spaces. Every student has their own dedicated studio space within the building. Importantly, the AACA agreement between Australia, New Zealand, and Canada enables the mutual recognition of experienced registered architects in all three countries. The building is complemented by an additional workshop building, as well as the Architecture Fabrication Research Laboratory, which houses computing and fabrication labs, as well as a digital robotics lab. Bond offers a number of programs in built environment, including construction practice, property and valuation, sustainable environment, city planning, and project management. We recently opened a new environmentally sustainable building within the Society and Design Precinct. Purpose-built, it houses a state-of-the-art computer laboratory as well as flexible learning spaces. Students can learn, engage, and collaborate with their peers, teaching staff, and industry guests. It contains recycled materials, has enough solar panels to power 10 homes, and features charging stations for electric vehicles. Many students choose to study psychology, criminology, and social sciences at Bond. The School of Psychology offers a suite of fully accredited programs and has established itself as a leader in undergraduate and postgraduate teaching and research across areas including clinical organizational, social, and health psychology. With all degrees, Bond's 3-semester per year schedule means students can complete their degrees much faster than at other universities, entering the workforce sooner or completing 2 degrees in the time it takes others to complete a single qualification. And that's the Faculty of Society and Design at Bond. I've really enjoyed my time here so far, and I hope to welcome you to the Bond community soon.
Well, that takes me back to my time here at Bond. We're actually just discussing what I can study next. Thank you so much, Hilary. Welcome to the studio, Professor Derek Carson. Now, Derek, you're the Executive Dean of the faculty. What's one thing every Canadian student needs to know about society and design?
Well, I mean, as we said in the introduction there, our faculty is a very eclectic one, probably one of the most eclectic and progressive in Australia, ranging from psychology, social sciences, humanities, languages, right through to built environment and architecture. And it's that multidisciplinary environment which really sets us apart. So students who come to study with us, of course, they're interested in studying a particular program, and they will learn a tremendous amount about that program, but they will benefit from the fact that they are being taught in an environment where there are so many disciplines with a slightly different take on perhaps the one problem that they're looking at, and that leads for a very, very interesting and worthwhile educational experience.
It's also a global experience. Why is that so important that you teach that global mindset?
Well, I mean, these days, I mean, the world is a very small place. I mean, in fact, one actually only has to think about the pandemic and so on. Now, we are connected. We're all connected.
Yes.
And yes, all of our programs take an international view. We have an international cohort of students. Our faculty, over 50% of students are joining us from other countries, and that's either here on campus or remotely. Our faculty are a mix of different nationalities, and that's really important these days, because being a student at university, yes, you're here to study a particular, as I said before, you're here to study a particular program, but you're here to question your ideas. You're here to learn. You're here to realize that there's more than one perspective, there's more than one viewpoint, and we help teach students to reflect, to question what they believe and why they believe it, and what they think evidence is, and so on. And just to be open to the fact that your perspective is likely to be different from someone else's perspective. And that's what we think global citizenship is all about. And all our programs look at trying to develop a number of graduate attributes. Global citizenship is just one of those.
I love that word, global citizenship, especially at the moment. There are so many programs to choose from. What are some of the most popular programs, especially with international students?
Yeah, well, of course, international students choose to come and study all of our programs. I mean, we have actually over 72 named programs in our faculty. As we say, we're Bond's largest faculty. But in the last few semesters, programs that have been proved to be particularly popular are both our undergraduate and postgraduate programs in construction management and quantity surveying. Project management. We're one of only 3 universities in Australia to offer project management both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Most universities only teach it at postgraduate level. We are one of the few who are really turning project management on its head. We think the skills of being a project manager are themselves intrinsically important, and then you can specialise later on. And international students are being drawn to that programme in particular, because there are very few places in the world actually where you can study project management at undergraduate level. And in the more creative side of the faculty, we have the film and television. That's very popular with yes, it's very popular with international students, and it's all of our programs are there for both domestic and international, and they're all improved by having domestic and international students being taught at the same time. Again, it goes back to that global citizenship, that we want our students to experience and be open to other cultures, other perspectives, and that happens in all our programs.
When you say experience, do you mean work experience? Could you do work experience being an international student here?
You certainly could. Work experience is embedded into all our programs. So every student has the opportunity to embark on some form of work experience. For some students, that'll become an internship. For other students, it's a capstone project that they work in partnership with industry at the end of their program. But these opportunities are available to all students. And so, for example, let's take film and television again. You seem quite interested in that a moment ago. So the film and television program, we 2 years ago, when I first came to Bond, one of the first things I did is I reached out to the film and television industry, because don't know if you know, but here on the Gold Coast, it's one of the world's leading places to come and shoot feature films. In fact, at the moment, because of the pandemic, it's one of the few places that we can still shoot feature films. Tom Hanks effectively lives here on the Gold Coast now. He's shooting a number of films. But we've reached out because of our film and television programme, and we've signed an exclusive agreement with Screen Queensland. So Screen Queensland creatives actually reside here on our campus at Bond. They share space with my faculty. So we've got staff, Bond students, the Screen Queensland staff all working together, sharing space and learning together.
That is phenomenal. And do you think that that could happen in Canada? What if you want to do your experience in Canada? Could you help with that potentially?
Yes, I mean, look, these days, one of the things that the pandemic is showing us is that everyone has to be flexible. We have to be flexible in our approaches. And whereas in the past we thought that in order to have an experience, you actually had to physically go and visit another country, but that's just not available to many people now. And so therefore we are open to look for internships, remote internships that can be done. So students can get a virtual experience, still a rewarding experience and still an educational experience. And we are open to look for those opportunities and work with students to find those opportunities.
It's very inspiring stuff. Thank you so much, Derek. We really appreciate your time, and I hope to hear from you again soon. We're going to check in with Stuart in a moment, but after learning more about the exciting programs Bond offers, you might be wondering, how do I sign up? Well, it's a very simple process, so let's take a look.
Applying to Bond is so easy that I've been set a challenge to show you how to do it in under 60 seconds, and I've already used 6 of them. Head to apply.bond.edu.au where you can access our online application portal. Hit register, then enter your details to make an account. This means you'll be able to access and return to your application at any time. Now that you're logged in, search for the program you wish to apply for and make sure you've checked the entry requirements. Click Apply Now, then we will give you some instructions on what you may need to complete your application. The first part of the application is all about you. Make sure you fill in all of the relevant fields. Choose when you'd like to start and enter details about your academic history, uploading all the transcripts and documents required. Complete a few final details, upload any additional documents, then check everything you've uploaded and submit. That's it. Next, we'll be in touch if we need any other information from you and to hopefully issue you an offer. That's how you apply to Bond, and I believe we've made it in under 60 seconds.
If you'd like to learn more about applying to Bond, head to bond.edu.au/apply. Before we move on to our next session, I think we've got Stuart on the line again. Stuart, are you there?
I'm here, Candice.
Hello. Now, the Bond Business School and Faculty of Society and Design has so many exciting study areas to offer. Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely. So many great programs. I'm also a graduate of the Faculty of Society and Design, and I'm actually studying at the moment. I'm doing my master's in project management through the remote study here from Canada. So I'm a student once again.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible. And what do future students need to know about applying for a program in these areas?
So the applications are very straightforward. Typically, a lot of the questions we get about supplying transcripts and those sorts of things around whether you need formal documents. Typically for the application, we just need unofficial copies as long as it shows your name, the name of the institution, and the program that you're studying. Beyond that, as you just saw, it's very straightforward to apply. So get online, go to the website, start filling out an application, or if you have questions, reach out to me and I can be there to help you with that application.
So just to reiterate, how can students get in touch with you for a personal consultation?
Basically, go to the Bond website, bond.edu.au/study in Australia, fill out an inquiry form that will come direct to me and I will be in touch with you to follow up from there.
Thank you, Stuart. There is so much to discuss. We could talk about these faculties for ages, especially my favourite ones. But now it's time to talk about career development and admissions, very important stuff. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments and visit bond.edu.au/study in Australia to get in touch with Stuart. The page is also your ticket to entering the draw to win a $1,000 Best Buy voucher.